Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we will continuing with Java 8 features, and in our fifth session we will see what are optionals, and we'll also see how and where we can use them. So without any further delay, let's start. Introduced in Java 8, optionals are commonly used in enterprise Java code. They provide a solution for representing certain values that may or may not exist rather than polluting the code with no references. Whenever a piece of data might be null, it leaves a room for null pointer exception to occur. To prevent this, we use Java optionals. An optional is a container object which may or may not have a given value. To see if value exists, you can use isPresent method, and this will return true if value exists, otherwise it will return false. To retrieve the value, you can use get method. This will retrieve the value inside optional or container. Now let's take a look at how these actually work with a coding example. Here we have two optionals. The first one is empty, containing null or nothing, and the second optional contains the data. In this case, the string John. We represent an optional with the optional data type built in Java, and then the arrow brackets, the data type that optional may contain, which is string in this case. Let's use these optionals. Before we grab the data directly, we should make sure it is present. So to do that, we will be using isPresent method, which is available for optional. So how we'll be using if str2 dot is present, so it will check if something is present. Then let's try to print a hello message, hi. And how we can get the value? So as discussed, str2 dot get. In case value is not present, so let's just try to print only hi in that case. Okay, now let's try to execute the code and see the output. We'll run it as Java application. So here you can see output is hi John. But what if the data did not exist? Let's try to swap the string 2 with string 1, because we already know string 1 is empty. So in this case, the only hi message should be printed. Why? Because string 1 dot is present has returned false in this case. We can further simplify this by using orElse instead of the if statement. So before that, let's try to comment this code and let's try to write using orElse. So here first hi will be there, then str2 dot orElse, and in the orElse section we don't, if we want to print some other message in case str2 is null, then we can mention that, but in this case we do not want to mention anything. If the string is null, we just want to print I, and if string contains some data, and then we want to concatenate that data with I. Let's try to do the same for other string also. So I'll copy the code as it is and replace it. Here we avoid the extra if statement and provide the default value, in this case an empty string if optional is empty. Let's run the program again and see the output. String 2 has a value, so we get hi John. Empty string 1 does not have a value, so we just get hi. Optionals can be great tool to avoid null pointer errors in your code, and they will prove to be useful to you as you write your solutions. So that's it for this video. So if you like the video, please do like, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching. See you next time.